kept it forgotten, never told. Just learn to live with the stain. Paint marks from where he painted me. Touched, kissed, groped with no consent. I never felt so unclean. Who would believe me? Who would believe this? What's a girl to do when her whole world turns upside down? I know I have to do the work. It all relies on me to save the little things of what is left of me. Trying to be kinder to the girl who once lived through it all. But the man in the back shot to kill. I died, but then he'll live. The ropes that bind me are way too strong for these hands to ever know freedom. He shows up in my dreams, wrapped up in costumes I don't understand, just to entertain, and it's a screaming war between what he did and if it really ever happened to me. This fight will either break me or then I am alive. I know I have to do the work. It all relies on me to save the little things of what is left of me. Trying to be kinder to the girl who once lived through it all. But the man in the back shot to kill. I died, but then he'll live. So the story goes, he dances around my tears, claps the loudest on my fears. What a mockery they made me, while I stood naked in the presence of all that judged me. The light in the girl who lived died while he fled the scene of crime. Mine knows no peace, just the image of the man in the back.
My God! Oh my God! I don't know what that was. It was sad and you want to move at the same time, but that just sets the pace for what is planned out for all of you today. This is Your World, and that was Ntinyari. We'll be talking to her in just a bit. But Karibuni Sana, Your World Friday edition. We have such a power show lined up for you, the kind that eases you slowly into the weekend. And today we're looking at, for the first hour, we'll be looking at R&B. And of course, if you've heard Ntinyari, that song, we're going to get back to it and find out what exactly is she saying in that particular one. But we're looking at the rise of R&B right now. And her being a Gen Z, we're not seeing a lot of that happening. If you grew up in my time, then you know these are the kinds of songs we grew up listening to. But right now, to Kwape Vingumi. So how is it being in the industry as a woman and bringing back R&B? And we have a question for you today, and we'd love to know where you're watching us from. Let us know where you're enjoying the show from. We'll give you a shout out. Tutaku Salimia. Just let us know. It's NTV Kenya on all our social media platforms. Let us know where you're watching us from and how much you love the show so far. And in the next hour, guys, we will be dancing. I'm wearing my Firirinda dress because we're going to be moving salsa, salsa, kizomba, kizomba, something Latina. But make sure you let us know where you're watching us from. And if you're enjoying the show, karibuni sana. Ntinyari.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good.
You look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
That particular, I didn't know what to do. So it starts, the beat is beautiful.
Yeah.
but then it's just sad.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to cry, but I want to jump to it as well. Kindly introduce yourself to the people and how you do it as a star.
Oh, yeah.
And then we can talk about that song.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Ntinyari. I am a singer-songwriter from Meru, Kenya, and I am in the R&B pop industry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
R&B pop.
R&B pop, yeah.
And that because everybody else is doing something different right now. We're all about the hype. Tulitoka kwa soul. So
Yeah.
what took you to soul?
I mean, it's what I've grown up listening to, and I seem to gravitate towards it a lot. And I am a person who feels a lot, so I'd like to express that. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who does. So
We feel, but we don't write. We have the voices to sing. Tunaachia kwa kuandika. But then, were you always like this focus when it came to like music when you were young, or did it turn at some point?
It's a really interesting story because I've been singing my entire life, but I never thought that I was going to get into music. So it's something that just happened. I think during COVID, that's when I discovered this particular talent that I have for writing my own music.
Smack in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
What happened? What shifted? What changed for you?
I mean, I was in school at that time and I was bored and I didn't know what to do and there was a lot going on. So I thought, how can I express myself? So I thought, let me just try this songwriting thing and see how it's going to go. And yeah, a couple of songs later, here we are.
So, you know, there's wanting to sing.
Yeah.
But then there's also like getting into the industry. You know, it's not the same. You could sing in your shower, you could karaoke, whatever.
Yeah.
But like getting into the industry, you know, going to the studio, recording songs, performing, and all of that. Did you map that out before? Because you were in school studying. What were you studying?
I was doing business information and technology.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, social media is such a useful tool because I saw people my age getting into music, and that sparked an interest in me. So I researched and I thought, you know, this looks like something I can get into.
Yeah.
Let me try it out. So I recorded my first EP called 3, and then I just, you know, left it out there for the universe. And
so you put it on all platforms for people to listen?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And did you have any mentor who was walking the road with you? Were you in Meru then? Ama had you moved to Nairobi?
No, I had moved to Nairobi because I came here to study.
Oh, when you come?
Yeah, I mean, nilipanda matatu Ken Silver asubuhi.
Ukaland. So it's not like, and if you're in school, that means you were probably not in the scene where artists are.
Yeah, I wasn't. I really wasn't. So it was really hard for me to like really get into the industry because I feel I'm still also trying to get into the industry in as much as I'm in it. So it's something that I keep discovering on my own, and I have people helping me to do that, so it makes it a bit easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
And choosing to go R&B and being in the space where this is what we know you for, do we have other people doing this? I've seen there are Kikuyu artists who are doing amazing things, you know, with R&B and, you know, love songs and putting out there. But, you know, soulful songs that we used to listen to back in the day, this is what you do.
Yeah.
Do we have people in the same scene as you doing this that you're working the journey with?
Yeah, I do. I have a couple of friends in the music industry and they're really holding my hand. There's Shad Mziki, there's Jeff Logan, there's Kirenya. They're really helping me, and it's been so amazing to have them in my corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the beginning, you said how you feel.
Yeah.
You feel a lot.
Yeah.
And how you feel you write. So would it be right to say that all the songs that you write come from that place? Is that your writing process? What is it different for every song? What inspires the different songs that you write? What's the process like for you?
It's different for every song, but mostly I really want to express things that feel a bit too icky to reveal about yourself, like with the first song that I just did.
What's the name of that song?
It's called The Girl Who Once Lived.
The Girl Who Once Lived?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's based on sexual harassment. And I thought at a time where people have been talking about sexual harassment, sexual violence, and I felt like most of the time we get people talking about how we shouldn't do this, they're shunning the whole process, which we agree with. But the thing is, I wanted to write this song from the survivor's perspective to show how
the song is 3 parts. There's the experience, which is horrific, and then now there's the internal battle with yourself, like mental health, you know, how PTSD, all that, anxiety. And then there's the other part, which is how the society views you.
Yeah.
And then now I put them all together, and then now we have that song. Maybe that's the reason why it feels like that. It's like a punch to your gut.
Yes, it is. It was because you got shot at the back,
Yeah.
but then the girl died,
Yeah.
but the man lived.
Yeah. It's very, there's a lot of symbolism in the song and
Yeah.
metaphors in it as well. So I just wanted to show how the society really sees people and how the victim themselves feel. Because you're supposed to deal with something you didn't want, you didn't choose.
You didn't choose.
Yeah, you just found yourself there, and then wow, okay, so what? It's just from a place of being really angry about the whole situation. So many people out there haven't gotten justice, and that doesn't, it rubs me off the wrong way. So I'm like, I have a platform. How do I want to use it? I want to use it to tell stories that are personal, are general, and this felt right in this particular time.
I'm happy. I'm happy. And I think we need to lift the mood just a bit. We have a jam coming up. This is one of my favorites, called Slowly. So please take it away, and then we will talk about it after you're done performing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Slowly.
We don't have to talk about us. We can just go with the flow. Don't have to say a thing or two. I just wanna fill you up with me. We've both been yearning for this, for this. Why don't you wrap your hands upon me, pushing me up against the wall, kiss me till we run out of breath. You can put up your mark on my body. Slow strokes and a gentle look. I wanna fill you up on it, up on it. Slowly, 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 you make it better. Slowly, 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 you make it better. Don't you hold back. Give me all the passion you have stored up for me. Take me higher than I've ever been. Whisper in my ear, tell me that you want this as much as I do. Don't keep me waiting, don't leave me with your craving. Alright, why don't you wrap your hands upon me, push me up against the wall, kiss me till we run out of breath. You can put up your mark on my body. Slow strokes and a gentle look. I wanna feel you up on me, up on me. Slowly, 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 you make it better. Slowly, 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 you make it better. Fingers intertwined, skin under my skin. Wrap it up, pick up the pace, 'cause you make things better.
Hey, we Slowly basi ndo hiyo asubuhi na mapema. Ntinyari, you know how we talk about Adele as a musician, just like somebody had to break her.
Yeah.
Because we need a song, we need a hit song, not just any other song.
Yeah.
So, is this where it comes from? Okay, pen down unatuandikia wimbo. Okay, vunja roho unatuandikia wimbo. Do you have like people who write songs for them? You have like a group of people who sit together, you create, and you know, put a song together, and you get to perform it. What is the process?
I write my songs.
You write.
Yes,
you write your own songs.
All my songs.
And what is it? Nobody? No, akuna. Msaada, do you write about your friends? Pengine huku umeona mkali anateseka.
I'm like, Massi.
Yeah.
But I do, they're drawn from my experiences, my friends' experiences, fiction, you know.
Just a bit.
A girl can dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is the industry like in general, and some of the challenges probably that you have gone through being a woman?
Yeah.
Doing a genre that is different from what your age is doing, right? You're bringing back R&B, you're bringing back pop, you're bringing back soul.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges in the industry? Getting a space out there, getting a space to perform.
Yeah.
Are you under a record label? Like, I have so many questions, you know.
Goodness, yeah.
But we're going to take a very short commercial break. When we come back, we're going to touch on all of that. But I'd like to find out where you are watching us from. Where are you watching us from? And how do you love the show so far? It's NTV Kenya on all our social media platforms. So go right ahead and talk to us. We're going to break with a song called Reckless by Ntinyari.
All the dirty notes, all the secrecy, all your enchanted looks, all went to hell, 'cause you found another who brings out the best in you. All the lacking around, lying to your friends, all the phone calls, and all the love in the embrace. Lord have mercy, I thought you'd be mine. I think it's reckless that you had to walk away. Well, I was in love with you, and we can play the scene in reverse, trying to find what was wrong, 'cause then I'd have kept a piece of your heart. And I was a little scared of finding out this love wasn't what I wanted. I didn't think about to make you stay, my love. My love was reckless. I was reckless. I was reckless.
What's up, people? My name is Brian Aseli, most bankable host in Africa, and I'd like to invite you for Man Cave 5. But before I even tell you that, there are 3 things a man cannot live without. 1 is money, of course, and 2 is ambition. I know some would say a woman, but this time round I want you to focus, okay? Nataka focus kabisa. The 3rd thing is actually coming on ground for the Man Cave 5. And that's because men will be gathered and they will be having panel discussions right here at Herencia. For those who are asking themselves where Herencia is, it's actually off Thika Road, Wanasema exit 16, and of course, it's right before you get to Mangu High School. So don't miss out on a chance to interact with men, because every time men meet, great things happen.
Who will be left standing when the last beat falls? Suits. Shanga Season 2 starts Tuesday, 22 April at 8 p.m. on Maisha Magic Plus. Stay connected to DSTV Channel 163 and GoTV Channel 3. Our school fees loan provides up to 1 million shillings to give your child the chance to pursue their dreams. Bank on us for their future and apply for a school fees loan today. SMS fees to 23359 or visit any of our DTB branches today for more information. DTB, bank with us, bank on us.
DJ Zeddy. Nyachenya shipite boss kwani mimi ndo. Dive. Niku dive.
This is DJ Zeddy. Drop that.
I can never be intimidated in my political life. Never be intimidated.
Freedom is coming tomorrow.
There was one time when I was expelled from Alliance High School.
Mrengo ya Orengo mimi sijui walikuwa wakitaka nini.
2 people were killed during the nominations, which were very hotly contested. Because even a car that I was using at that time was burnt.
At least we have shown that the government can be brought to account. And whatever happened today is a show that Parliament has got powers.
To wear, called my friends up, told them what you said. Something came alive in the words you spoke to me. You said you get me and all my twisted jokes. Lord, it's so nice the way you see through me. It's the little things that make my world a better place. Now I'm bleeding in places you didn't cut me, and all my wrong ways to try and push you away. I felt too broken to ever be loved. You see me so whole, so worthy and perfect. Friends up, told them what you said. Something came alive in the words you spoke to me. You said you got me and all my twisted jokes. Lord, it's so nice the way you see through me. It's the little things that make my world a better place. Now I'm bleeding in places you didn't cut me, and all my wrong ways to try and push you away. I felt too broken to ever be loved. You see me so whole, so worthy and perfect. You're the best thing to ever be mine.
Mimi. Yeah. Maybe I will be courageous and bold and have the audacity to say.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Oh my goodness.
Taylor Swift. Tumweke tu pale kando. I have not met Taylor Swift in person, but I've met my Taylor Swift.
Girl.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That is so beautiful. You sing so beautifully, Ntinyari.
Thank you so much.
You're in the scene now.
Yeah.
Been a couple of years in. You still say it feels like you're learning the industry.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges that you've had to go through bringing back R&B, pop and soul?
Yeah.
Being a woman. And you have an audience for that. Are we listening to your music?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people are listening.
Okay.
And it's been a slow, steady growth, which I appreciate. But it feels like you're always knocking on doors, waiting for people to like open and welcome you in. But, you know, they keep getting slammed on your face. And it's very discouraging at times and heartbreaking. But, you know, you have to do what you have to do to get your foot in at one way or the other. So if the opportunities don't come to you, I create my own opportunities.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How do you do that, though?
Ooh.
because you will need, it's not the kind of thing that happens in a vacuum.
Yeah.
It's talent. Talent needs an audience. It needs to be appreciated and all of that.
Yeah.
So we need to hear it and hear it over and over again. We need to love it, because at the end of the day, and we're going to get to this, is the money. Is you know, because you're putting in the work. You're putting in the money. You're going into studio and you're doing videos as well.
Yeah.
So how is that? Like, how do you create those spaces, and are they making sense when it comes to finances?
I hope that they do, because I feel like I'm just in the process of creating a community first, because that's what you need. Those are the people who are going to champion for you, who are going to fight for you for these spaces that seem so inaccessible. They are your gateway through. So what I'm doing is I'm curating my own shows. I am working a lot, like maybe 2 to 3 jobs at a time, so I can be able to pay for studio time, to pay for these shows, so I can have one-on-one time with the fans and all that. So I hope it starts to make sense.
Yeah,
yeah,
it will. I mean, if you're putting in the work, then it will. What would be the biggest challenge so far that you've faced, and you continue to face? If I was sitting over here and be like, Mikhalini Ondole, he ukitoa he.
I feel like a lot of people are not willing to bank on you.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I'll send my tracks out and they'll be like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, I do music, I'm really good. Hear me out. And they're like, oh, you know.
Yeah, we don't know Ntinyari. Who's Ntinyari again?
Who are you again? Oh, so sorry. Yeah.
God.
I mean, you're good. You're
good, yeah. So it feels like you probably need to do your time, putting your name out there, being popular.
Yeah, that kind of
marketing,
thing.
so that they can listen to your music is really good.
Yeah.
So that then brings the aspects of putting yourself out there, because you're creating your own gigs.
Yeah.
But then in terms of marketing, places where people can find your music easily.
Yeah.
Being in communities where I think kuna because naitangwa one mic, I don't know, open mic, open mic things, those things that you go to.
Yeah, they are to
are they
network.
That many?
I mean, not as much as we would like them to be, because as people usually have their own communities, and it's beautiful to see.
Yeah.
And for you to just be in the spaces with people who want to invite you there and bank on you. That's the thing, though. I'm like, please bank on me. I am really good at this. I'm not gonna let you down. Okay. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so people to bank on you and for you to get into these spaces. And I'm sure you've performed. It's not like you've not performed in front of an audience.
Oh, yes, I have.
You have. What would be the biggest platform so far that you have probably been blessed to perform?
Oh, wow. Biggest platform.
Biggest probably in numbers, probably in reaction, probably you felt it fulfilled you, there were people, it was accepted, it was loved. That kind doesn't need to be big in terms of like Tumefunga Stadium. Ntinyari, and inshallah,
we hope for those days,
yes. But what would be that space for you? And probably in terms of looking forward, what would be the spaces that you'd like to be in?
I've been invited to my friends' shows. I feel like those are some of the places where I've been able to perform and connect with people. And also in my own shows that I've done, I've been there with people who really believe in me and are singing word for word every lyric that I've written. So it's really nice. They have really fueled me to keep going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm appreciative of that.
Okay.
And going forward, I hope to perform in bigger spaces. Yeah.
I mean, we have Jazz Festival. We're just saying.
Call me.
Yes, please. There's something very unique about your music, and because it touches the soul and all of that. Have you been tempted probably to, because we've seen musicians who switch, because probably it will feel like maybe it's taking more time for you to, get the hits or get popularity because you're not doing the quote-unquote popular, especially Gen Z songs. So have you been tempted at some point to just try? Ama, have you done a song somewhere in there that is more...
No, actually. But I have been tempted because a lot of people come to you and they tell you, oh, but you're funny. And I'm like, I feel like you kill a part of an artist when you tell them to, or you liken them to someone else who's doing something else. And there's so much space. A lot of great music is being made by Kenya underground artists that people don't know about. And I feel like we should really open up the doors for them because it's really great. Everything that you're looking for internationally, it's here in our country.
It is. Taylor Swift, hi. Hi. Humbled to be in your presence,
Yeah, so the thing is, just stop trying to make people be who they're not.
Okay.
Try and accept them for what they're giving you, because if you want me to be someone else, then what's the essence of me being me?
Yeah.
It kills the authenticity of it. So I employ people to have an open heart so that when they experience an artist, they experience them wholly for who they are, what they believe, what they stand for. And maybe you'll be able to see a bit of yourself there. And
You've been blessed in beautiful ways because you're not just a singer, you're also an actor.
Yes.
And your music has been used in films, as in it's not just, I just say Ntinyari anang'ang'ana na milango, kuna milango imefunguka. And those are some of your highlights. Maybe you can just tell us about how you incorporate your acting and the music. And let's talk about Massi as well.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I scored for Massi, I think back in 2022 or 2020. And I was starting out. This is one of the biggest blessings of my life because I got cast for the show. And then while we were on set, I was like, can I do the music for this show? And they're like, yeah, sure.
You just asked like that?
I asked, yeah.
What?
I asked, and Zippy, the director.
Yeah, I'm a Zippy.
I don't remember. Yeah, Zippy and the scriptwriter, I forget her name, but they were really, really open to that idea. And they were like, come with your talents, we're ready for you. And that time I had one song. One song.
Gani?
It's called Give Me Love.
Was that your first one?
It was my very, very first song. And then I was just like...
And I don't think it's on the list today.
It's not on the list today.
We have to hear it. Okay.
But yeah, I was just, from then I was like, yeah, sure. And then we went to studio. I wrote the song based on the script, and it was about sexual harassment and violence. Yeah,
okay.
I think I'm sort of...
I wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Can I? Is this possible?
I'm an activist at this point. At some point, yes, it is.
Okay.
And I hate that it is, but yeah, it is. But
okay.
That's the only way I know how to create awareness and to help put a stop to this madness. Yeah, but I've also done theater shows, and I've done scores for theater as well. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really huge. The people who've been in the industry for the longest and they've not gotten the privilege of doing such things.
Yeah.
And for anyone who's tuned in and they probably do not understand what you mean by scoring, maybe you can just layman's terms.
Yeah.
What does that mean for theater and for film as well?
It means I wrote the songs for the shows. Yeah. Yeah. The songs that you hear maybe at the end of the movie or in between shows. Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Okay. And for theater, how does that work?
So I also asked, because that's the only thing I'm like, hey, can I just, I'm a songwriter, so how can I help make this show better? If there's a song that needs to be done, instead of just looking for a song and then custom making it for the show, let me just write you a new one and let's make this show great together. So I just ask and then I just write based on the story that is there, and that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, maybe for specific scenes that require maybe a song, because not all shows require songs.
Okay, okay. Mine is one of my favorite songs of yours. I know I said Slowly earlier, but when we get Slowly out of the picture, mine really is. And is it okay if we just get that one more time?
Okay.
Yes, mine. Okay. Here is Mine.
You say let's hang out. I wondered what to wear. Called my friends up, told them what you said. Something came alive in the words you spoke to me. You said you get me and all my twists and jokes. Lord, it's so nice the way you see through me. It's the little things that make my world a better place. Now I'm bleeding in places you didn't cut me in all my wrong ways to try and push you away. I felt too broken to ever be loved. You see me so whole, so worthy and perfect.
There's just something about this song. I don't know if you remember Taylor Swift's first album.
I think so.
Yeah?
Because I'm a big Swiftie. So, yeah.
Is the inspiration from that? And what is mine? Where is it coming from? I've realized all your songs come from a place. Ntinyari, who you...
I hope it has... oh my God. So the thing
is... It's a safe space. Open up, darling.
So the thing is, I wrote mine because at the time, there's someone who was making me happy. You know, they were like really making me happy. And then they're like, let's hang out. You know, like they asked me out on a date and I was so happy. I was so happy. I called my friends and I was like, you know, guy Nani told me, let's go out. And I was so happy. And I was like, this is such a girl experience.
Yes,
you know, like every girl has experienced this at some point. Yeah. But, you know, it happens that he stood me up. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he did. Oh, that's so sad to say on national television.
Wait.
But
so you're giddy. You told all your friends this is happening, and then he didn't show up.
He didn't show up.
And then you did an Adele thing and a Swiftie thing.
I mean, what else was
Taylor Swift.
I had to.
So you wrote a song about him?
I did. And then I got dressed up. Everything was fine. I was looking fine. I was ready for this date and he didn't show up. And he never apologized. You never apologized.
Sure.
But then, actually, mine has a better ending than my story. So there's hope. There's hope.
Oh my
So I realized...
Does he know?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe now he knows.
Maybe now he knows.
Maybe now he knows. But are there people that you've written songs for or about and they are fully aware that it's about them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, like love songs and...
Yes. No. My family is watching this.
Are they? Okay, I shall stop embarrassing you. What is the dream, Ntinyari? What is the dream? You are a multi-talented lady.
Yeah.
You sing, you act, you're in film as well. Yeah. You have your papers, you went to school, IT. I don't know what happened with that. Oh, sorry. Family still watching?
Yeah, they're like,
I'm asking the questions they would like to ask.
Yeah. By the way,
kuliendaje?
tunaweza kutafutia kazi. Hii muziki. You know,
naenda kwa TV kusema ana knock milango hazifunguliwi. Na ako na makaratasi
kwa nyumba.
How was that for your family? You know, you've gone to school, you had this degree, and
I mean,
it's a white-collar job. You could get it probably anywhere, locally, internationally.
This is the part I say I'd like to thank unemployment because of you. Yeah. I was able to get into music and acting, and now here I am. So they're just like, oh yeah, wait for the funny as we wait for doors to open. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm not sure about that, but hey,
here you are.
It's working.
So what's the dream?
I would like to have a sold out shows actually. Do a lot of scores for movies as well, to act. That is my dream, to just do the thing that I love, and those are the things that I love. And I just want to be able to share my talents with everyone, hoping that they get to see a little bit of themselves in the art that I do. That is the success.
That is a dream.
Yeah.
And sometimes we are accused, especially such multi-talented people, of being too passionate and forgetting the business bit of things where the money happens. So record labels come in sometimes to help with the management of that. And I don't know if you're you're under any management, recording label, or if you have guidance on that. How do you handle, the business part of things? Because it has to make sense at the end of the day.
Yeah, it does. I'm not under any label. I'm an independent artist, which is harder. This is the whole team. This is my team and I.
This is it. PR,
everything. Marketing.
The content creation,
artists, everything, But I feel like you learn a lot also when you're an independent artist, because you're doing everything. So you're also learning how to maneuver those two, because you can't just ignore the business aspect as well. And luckily I did business in school, so maybe I still have a few things up my sleeve I can use.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I wish you all the best with that. You have a gig coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, how's that?
Ooh.
Are you ready? Is it still something that you're doing by yourself?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow. You're courageous. How did the last one go? Did people show up?
It did, but let me tell you that day it rained. I was like, Lord, please, why me? But it rained so much and there was so much traffic, but people showed up, and I was so humble that they showed up for me. And I hope this time it doesn't rain and there's no traffic, so that everyone can come, because a lot of people weren't able to make it for the show. But yeah, on the 31st of this month, I'll be having a very intimate gig with people who I love, my fans. And yeah, it will be at 2 Grapes, Wine and Friends. And I hope to see you guys there.
All right. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much for coming through. We've got 2 songs, but we'll only play one, but you can just tell about All Gone, but we will play Lie. So maybe you can tell us about the 2 of them and your social media handles, where people can find you, and then we close the show with you performing Lie. But tell us about All Gone first. What is it about? So
All Gone is about, see, all these heartbreaks that you've had and people letting you down. All Gone is just releasing all that. It's saying, you know what, fine. You did what you did. It's okay. I felt what I felt. And here we are. I'm not mad. I'm not bitter. I don't want you back. I'm good. I'm good on my own.
It's all gone.
It's all gone.
Oh my God.
It's all gone, baby.
It's like a journey with your music.
Yeah,
the heartbreak,
it is.
The happy moments, and then the pain.
Yeah,
and then
the
releasing. Okay.
Yeah,
tell us about Lie.
Yeah, Lie is just when you don't know what
Nairobi, it feels like you're describing Nairobi in here. Okay, so
why do people have to lie so much? Like you're being caught on a lie, red-handed. You have receipts, you have evidence, and they're just like,
it's not what it looks like, baby.
Yeah. Even Shaggy wrote about it. They're like, they caught me on camera, and it wasn't me.
Was not me at all.
Yeah. So Lie is about exposing people for lying.
Okay.
Like, stop.
And we're about that.
It's never that.
You're holding them accountable.
No one's going to beat you. You're an adult. You know?
Kubali too.
Kubali too.
What are your social media handles, Ntinyari?
It's at Ntinyari.
You want to spell that?
Yeah. Ntinyari.
Nimbili.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's how you pronounce Ntinyari.
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 Chanameru.
Yeah.
Asante sana kwa kuja. Umesema Mbugeni muno. I think that's how it is. That's it? Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. All the very best with everything that's coming up and with your music as well. Yeah. Here is live.
Why you gonna go and lie? Don't walk away. This isn't something you can just ignore. Don't try and hide it. Don't run away. I'm giving you the time to come clean. I'm not a girl to let your stuff go. Smile and then give in to your lies. Don't raise your voice at me. Don't treat me like a child. Stop saying words you know you regret. If you want to walk away, then do it, do it. Stop expecting me not to be okay with it. Ain't you tired of loving me wrong? That times you made me feel like I was the problem, gaslighted, manipulated, had me thinking you were the good guy, but good guys hide behind the pretty smiles. Holding a gun to my head, taking a deep breath and let it sink in. I'm not to be messed with. Morongo, Morongo, you do is lie, 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 lie. Morongo, all you do is lie. You're insecure. You're never wrong. We always have to do things your own way. Ain't you tired of loving me wrong? Ego too big to see the love I have for you. Don't raise your voice at me. Don't treat me like a child. Stop saying words you know you regret. If you want to walk away, then do it, do it. Stop expecting me not to be okay with it. Ain't you tired of loving me wrong? That times you made me feel like I was the problem, gaslighted, manipulated, had me thinking you were the good guy, but good guys hide behind the pretty smiles. Holding a gun to my head, taking a deep breath and let it sink in. I'm not to be messed with. No, I'm not to be messed with. No, I'm not to be messed with.